Okay, so heading to the bamboo forest.
Which should be over there where that mountain is, but for now, walking through this little town, which is cool. And seeing some people wearing some kimonos, so getting a feel of traditional Japanese culture. Some of these places look pretty interesting. Looks like an ice cream shop over there. We'll have to kind of check out what we see as we go through. But I believe the bamboo forest is about 1 mile long, and there's also some entrances to some of the different temples and gardens. So we'll check that out as we go through everything. Okay, so we came up to Tenryu-ji Zen Temple. This is a United Nations World Heritage site. Let's walk over and check this out. Okay, so walking to the Tenryu Temple, there's an entrance to some smaller temples over on each side when you first come down the road. But we're gonna go check out Tenryu first. So this one is maybe about a 5-10 minute walk. Not too far, but a little bit down this road here. I don't know what these plants are called, but it looks like there's a little field of them as you walk by. To the end of this road here, and some buses, so I guess if you get a tour bus, this is where they're going to drop you off at. Looks like another small shrine area. Okay, and much larger temple over here. To the left, Hogon-in Temple. So looks like things are kind of connected from this area. But we'll check out Tenryu first. Okay, so we're coming around this bend, and we're coming up to it right now. Garden main hall entrance right ahead. Looks like something over there we'll check out in a minute, but here we are. Very cool looking. Looks like some drinks and stuff over here. If you want to get something from a vending machine. One thing I do like about Japan is that vending machines are everywhere, and it's pretty consistent with pricing and the types of drinks. So you're not paying an arm and a leg if you go to a vending machine. It's by an attraction versus just something down a regular street. Alright, some people here to see this, so we'll check it out once we get to go inside. Okay, looks like there's a fee of 800 yen for an adult and 600 for a child. So if you do want to check this out, just know it's not necessarily free. And when you enter, you're going to have to take your shoes off. That's going to be pretty common with a lot of the temples in the area. Okay, have the tickets. We'll take the shoes off, and over here is an area where you can put your shoes while you check out the temple, but no shoes on the wood, so that's the rule. Okay, so by the entrance we get to see this guy. Doesn't look too happy. Little statue here. And a really nice looking pond and landscaping. Yeah, so it looks like when you come into the temple, you're more walking like this perimeter area outside of this little fenced part. Here it says no entry, but you can go inside and sit down in some of the areas depending on which temple it is and where you're at. This is the other side. I'm not sure what that is, but I do see like an altar coming up. Okay, an altar area, and these boxes here are donation boxes, so if you choose to donate anything, you just throw the yen coins in that. Alright, let's check out some other parts. Okay, so over here looks like an area where you actually can sit. Is this comfortable? Is it not comfortable? I don't know, let's find out.
And while in Japan, I'm gonna get my Zen while I'm in this temple. Very quiet.
Everybody's just looking around, enjoying nature on a nice day. So after achieving my chi, we're gonna check out the rest of the inside part of this temple. So there is a walk path on the outside that looks like it takes you up that hill. But on the inside, we have this cool little archway. And I believe this is going to take us to a second entrance to the temple area. So we'll find out. But this one may actually lead to the bamboo forest. So you can enter and exit through the forest if you want to. And this area does look pretty big overall. So it was 800 yen to get in. That might be like a little over $5, but this is one of the better temples in this area of Kyoto. So if you are going to see one, this probably would be the best one to look at. Yeah, it looks like different paths you can take, and that one's taking you a little bit higher up. We can't go in this area, but some interesting artwork and a little bit of an altar area in the center. Okay. This may be the end of the exterior. But I'm seeing some steps that take you higher into that hill. And then looks like a path over there that'll take you to that second entrance. So let's get some shoes on and check out the rest of this site. And just walking by the pond, I can see all kinds of different fish. Different types, I can't really make out what they are, but orange and white. Looks like some darker fish. And some really big ones in here. Here's a view of the pond and the temples. And over here is going to be the path that takes you to the bathroom, and also higher up if you want to see the aerial view of the area. And this pond, Sogenchi Tien, Sogen Pond Garden, for those interested in what it's called. This is the top part of the mountain hike. You'll get a nice view of the temple that we were just in. And there's also going to be bathrooms on the way up if you do need to use the bathroom. And then over here, I think it's going to take us back down towards the bottom. So let's head over this way. And all right, we're making it down the mountain, and well, not a mountain, but more of a hill. This is kind of cool. We have this little pond with a frog in there, and it looks like you can throw some change. Also a statue over here. Okay, so I was told this is Kuti. So the frog is good fortune, and if you throw change and land it inside that pot, it'll bring you good fortune, for anybody wondering what this cool little frog pond is all about. And if you guys like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's finish up with this temple and head to the bamboo forest. I don't read Japanese, so unfortunately I can't give you guys the backstory on this, but there it is, and it looks like it has some type of like pipe where water would come out into that. I'm not sure if they turned it off or if that's what it is, but just what it looks like. And then over here we have a sitting area, and you can already start to see the bamboo trees. So we're about to exit. We'll enter the bamboo forest. This should be by the entrance of the bamboo forest also. We're heading out. This is the normal entrance that people take to get to the bamboo forest. And then this is the bamboo forest. So how cool is this? A little windy right now, but I mean, it's bamboo that's as high as trees. So definitely very cool. And you can see how dense this is too. From what I've read, this goes on for about a mile, if I'm right. And it even looks like they cut down some of the bamboo, because I can see stubs. So maybe it was getting too dense and they wanted some light to get through. Yeah, let's walk through this and see what we find as we go through. Okay, we're heading to an end over here. What will we find? Stay tuned. All right, so we make it to the end, and one direction is going to leave the bamboo forest, so that's going to take us to a park, but we're not ready to leave yet, so we're going to go this direction, and we have a sign over here. Let's see what this says. Okay, so this goes to Okochi Sanso Garden. Let's check it out. And as we pass through, we can see some train tracks down here in a building. Also, with this section of the bamboo forest, the bamboo is not as dense and it's only on your right.
It's the highest rated thing
Well,
I've seen this entire time.
it's been just more trees and regular shrubs, but looks like the bamboo's picking up again, so we'll have it on both sides. And down the hill we go. Okay, so the building down here looks like it's for snacks, and then we're at the street. Yeah. And I don't know, is this a little temple? There's a sign here. Okochi Sanso to the left, about 2 minutes. Joja-Koji Temple to the right. Tenryu Temple, which is where we came from, to the left. And then a little further past that, Nonomiya Jinja Shrine. A little further to the right is Nisan-in Temple. So from the bamboo forest, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 temples and a shrine and this little rest area. So which way will we go? Okay, so we are heading left over here. And we see a whole bunch of steps leading up. And then to the right, there may be a shrine over here. So let's check out the shrine real quick and see what this is all about. And then we'll head up and check out what's up these steps.
Here, head here, yeah?
Alright, so just a small shrine, but still has a couple interesting things to it. From what I've seen at another shrine, people often write their wishes on these. So I'm assuming that's what these are. This place may actually sell them, but since it's a little later in the day now, they're probably closed. But let's head up the mountain. If I remember that sign, I think that was the Jojo-Jin Temple. So we'll head over to that one. Okay, so we are making our way up these steps. No matter what is up here, we will find exercise, which is always a good thing. We made it up those steps. Honestly, it wasn't really that bad, but when you're out of shape, whew, you gotta catch your breath after that. All right, we see a sign. Huh. So we are here, and top of Mount Agora is there. Is it worth going from here through the forest to Mount Agora's top? I'll be honest, I'm gonna say probably not, but you know, that's what is at the top of the steps if you want to check it out. Okay, so after much deliberating and planning, since it's getting later in the day, rather than climb through the entire mountain, we are heading down and get something to eat. So let's do that.
Imagine the view from the top.
And as we head down, just excellent landscape, and in the far distance you can see the city of Kyoto. Very nice. All right, so we are heading back towards the village from the bamboo forest, and just really nice landscaping all through here. I'd say everything in Japan is well done when it comes to how they manicure the plants, the yards. You don't really see weeds or trash or anything like that. It's all very well taken care of. And even walking around in Osaka, I think it was like 2 a.m. in the morning one night, and I saw workers in a cherry picker trimming trees, and I'm thinking, this is something I would have never expected, but I guess that's why it looks so good, because they do put a lot of effort into making sure that's the case. Okay, kind of heading towards the town. There's this little place to eat that looks pretty good. I'm not quite ready to eat yet, but some good looking burgers. I'm seeing, looks like a combo for 1,250 yen, 900 yen just for a burger. Some of them, you know, the double burgers, 1,500 yen, which is about $10. And $600 or 600 yen for a bottle of Heineken, Kirin. Not bad. So if you do want a bite to eat, seems like a pretty cool place to check out as you're coming out from the bamboo forest back into the town. We have some of these Japanese houses, really cool looking with the traditional type of roof. All right, let's see what this sign says. Okay, looks like we are headed this way to get to the station to go back to the main part of Kyoto. And as we go, some more interesting things. Looks like a little temple area, another shrine. Yeah, I mean, really just walking through the bamboo forest, it's not even just the forest itself. Walking back to town has all these cool little sights to see, and you'll see tons of bamboo like up here. So you really see the bamboo forest even when you're leaving the bamboo forest, in a sense. Okay, this is the Nanomiya Jinja shrine, and I was reading that this shrine is dedicated to a sun goddess, and imperial princesses that were unmarried were actually sent to this shrine to be purified. So really interesting. When you see these shrines, you'll see a lot of the information written down to the side, and there's interesting backstories behind all of it. All right, getting dark, but we are almost out of this little bamboo forest and back in town. Really cool to check out. So if you guys ever come to Kyoto, make sure you come down this way, because it's more unique than some of the other sites to see, so I definitely recommend it. And as they say, light at the end of the tunnel, and we are back in town. So, if you guys like this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be checking out more of Japan and more of Asia, so stay tuned.